Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. And honey, this is a whole new episode. This is season 1, episode 6 of the Real Comedians of the year 2000. Okay, just going on and on and on. It is literally the song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Okay, look, I was just on IG saying on IG Live saying how dang do I want to go live again? Do I want to still talk about Monique and DL because Monique said this or whatever? It's a little bit here, a little bit there. I don't know. And I was like, I'm not gonna go live today. I'm gonna rest today because I have been live basically like every day since Memorial Day. I have either been live or had some kind of post up. I have not really had a break, okay? But I like bringing y'all the news. As Funky Daniva would always say, I don't make the news. I just report it, okay? And I'm telling y'all, this is just now. This is a TV show. Okay, it is season 1, episode 6, the Real Comedians of the year 2000. That's what it is. So, I mean, if I can watch Basketball Wives and Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Hip Hop and Black King Crew, if I can review all those other ratchet ass shows that have crazy storylines or whatever and follow their reality, I can also follow the reality of DL and Monique. As tiring as it is, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't make the news. I just report it. Shout out to Funky the Daniva. Okay. But hello, y'all. How was everyone? What's today? It's only Monday? How was y'all Monday? Okay. Look, do not forget to be around here. Okay. Subscribe to my channel. Become a whole JayBird. Don. Okay. Y'all know the first couple of minutes is to let folks have time to get into the room. Okay, do not forget to also follow me on IG and on Twitter at JayLeesCorner. Thank you to those who have already subscribed to my channel, who is now following me on IG. I really do appreciate all the love and the attention and the appreciation for my foolishness, discussing the foolishness, because that's what I'm doing here. Okay, if you're around here, we are here to have a conversation about the foolishness. So be subscribed to the channel. Okay, follow me on social media. Okay, like the video, hit the like button, please, and thank you. And also hit the share button when you're done watching me to share me with those who you love. Okay, because that's what I am here. Hey, okay, I am here. Y'all are also here too. Look, I don't know what anyone's idea is that this thing is supposed to be. I don't know if Monique is looking for an Oscar or an Emmy or something in the Guinness World Book of Records. Maybe she wants to be in the Guinness World Book of Records as the person who carries the beat on the longest because she was 13 years beefing with Oprah and them. Okay, and it's only been a week. Okay? But hello to everyone. Okay? Yes, please like the video. Hey, everyone. Hey, what's up? Monique out here still making trouble. At this point, Monique and Daddy need to buy the bread themselves and the whole thing there. Please, Monique and Daddy's son. I was prom queen, and Daddy's son is getting on our nerves. Okay? But again, as I'm saying, to me, I'm looking at it as a regular reality show. I mean, look, I have to still watch Basketball Wives and Housewives of Atlanta to bring y'all the overview. So I'm like, look, it's another show. Okay, I think we're going to see Monique's karma because ain't no way. Okay, it's it's a little saga on social media. This is the Lord showing us who Monique really is. Ooh. Oh, that was me, y'all. I forgot I could do my own thing. This is really going too far. Monique, no, Monique, no one will work with you after this. Well, besides 50, okay, 50, you didn't really work with anybody, but you cancel yourself permanently. I'm not a part of cancel culture, but I do feel like she's making it to where people may think twice before booking her for something. Not everyone, but some people will at least think, should I? Is it worth it? I don't know. Yet the foolery continues. But hello, everyone around here. Y'all know the first 5 or so minutes is letting folks come to the room. I was getting my water. I really, really was. When I said I'll be here in a minute, I was going to my kitchen, getting me some frozen water. Okay, so as it melts, I can quench my thirst. Hello to everybody. Monique's never been the same after Precious. Like it's like she went down from there. I think she just went where the Lord took her. And sometimes the Lord make you sit down somewhere, and I just feel like maybe she ain't got back up yet. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, you are spoiling us. You can't go back to work. Look, well, when I go back to work, I go back to work on Monday. I'll still bring y'all content. It's just between the hours of like 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. I won't be live. I'll be live from 8:05 p.m. So y'all would get more later night live from me. You won't get any earlier in the day. That'll be the only difference. Okay. But I'm going to still be around here spoiling y'all because you'll either get live either early in the morning or after I get off work. Only it's going to be in the middle of the day stuff. That's the only thing it'll be. But hey, everybody, taking flight, catch. Okay, the replay will be here for you in all of that. I can't believe it. Look, I can't believe it either. Cannot at all. Okay, hey ma. Okay, but yeah. We asked them to take us out the group text, and they won't. It's impossible to get out a group text. You just always in there some kind of way. We never know how or why, but we be in there. Okay, please make sure to like the chat. What's my tagline? Monique's tagline for the real comedians of the year 2000 is: a bitch may be blackballed, but balls are still in my mouth. Because I feel like city balls in her mouth. I don't know why. I'm sorry. That's nice. Anyway, I don't know. But again, it definitely a TV show this point. Look. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? That's from the movie Gladiator, Russell Crowe. Was Russell Crowe bad? We like Russell Crowe? I don't know. But I like, so in the movie Gladiator, it was like, are you not entertained by the foolishness of it all? Okay? The song that never ends. Monique and Daddy's son may need 50, they may need a 5150. They may have already had one. We just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? We like, what's going on? I don't know. I'm not tired. Prepare to be sick of me. You know what I'm saying? Be sick of me. I don't know why. I don't know how I do that. I love us for, hey, my sweet babies. Hey, my sweet. Hey, my sugar lumps. It's like, girl, go on about that. So, look, again. We're diving. Okay, it's time to get into. Anyone's comment that I did not miss. Hello to you all. Hello. Thank you, Niecy D, for the sticker. Okay, I love the little cat. Okay, thank you very much. Look, all super stickers and super chats and cash apps are welcomed if you see fit. I thank you for all of it. Okay, but let's get into the thing we came here to get into. So, we know the backstory, okay? Where I would start y'all at was after Monique said what's on stage, the back and forth on IG, okay? DL posted a video from his radio show, okay? Monique took it one step further, okay? Monique made it her business to speak on something that DL said in the interview years ago with Sway and Heather B. And she posted the clip. I'm not going to repost that clip or whatever. But Monique made this post on her IG, okay, with the video of him talking about a point in time where his daughter had told him something happened to her, her own childhood trauma, and he did not believe her. And so what Monique said was, I'm going to read the whole post again. This is based upon DL's own words that you just heard. DL, when I said, how can DL's wife something of a coward, this is what I meant. When my husband and I say we have had to fight for the little girls coming up behind us, and you see, DL didn't believe his own daughter over a friend because he seemingly likes his friend more than he loved his own daughter and didn't want to be bothered by the inconvenient truth. This highlights why the Black woman isn't believed when she publicly speaks about her trauma. What does the Black woman and his DL's Black wife have coming? Watch who stands with this man, and you're looking at the same ones who will sit down when you our sisters are being attacked. I find it funny that Dia will call out Ice Cube and Kanye and blah, 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 and myself, but he won't call the name of the person that violated his daughter. This is what happens for the people who said, I just need to let things go. And she then thanked the man who sent her the video. Now, we was live the other day where I played the clip that I'll play again right now, where I was like, Monique was lying. Because in that post, Monique was saying, that was why she called him a coward last week. Well, no, 2 weeks ago when she was here in Detroit, okay, around Memorial Day weekend or whatever. However, I was like, but Monique, that ain't true. You lying. Because in the own live that she did with Sydney, she admitted that her and Sydney did not even know that video existed until the day before their live, which was like 2 days ago. So again, this is
for the black women out there that are in support of DL. Know that it was a black man that brought it to our attention about that video, brother Amir Sedan. Much love to you.
And just so that we're clear, because people are saying, oh, well, why would you've been knowing that. We found that out last night.
So that was the first time I said Monique was out here lying. Because in your post on IG, you said how that was the reason you said that his wife was sucking the dick of a coward, because you implied that you knew about him admitting what he did not believe was in his daughter. Okay. But then you and Sydney said,
for the black women out there that are in support of DL, know that it was a black man that brought it to our attention about that video, brother Amir Sedan. Much love to you.
And just so that we're clear, because people are saying, oh, well, why would you've been knowing that. We found that out last night.
I know I'm muted. I'm unmuted now. Don't bombard me. I'm off mute now. Okay. So, that damn mute button be a trick. So I want to bring up the daughter. Okay, the daughter. I know I'm off mute now. Y'all know I always forget you, and I be forgetting so bad. But I hope y'all can hear me now. His daughter, his eldest daughter, then made her own post in response to Monique bringing up the daughter, okay, and what Ryan Nicole said, okay, we get into, I have to give a bit of backstory before I get into what we said today, okay? So, I'm Ryan Nicole Shepherd, dear Hughley, Hughley's eldest daughter. You've now publicly disrespected my mother, who I love and care for very much, and my baby sister, who I love and care for very much, and my father, who I love, respect, and care for very much. At this point, I feel like you are asking my family and myself to act out of character, out of all the things you could legitimately say. You could have said about my father. It's that the route you, girl, stop. It's too small. I got to make it bigger, because if not, I'm gonna go crazy. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to read it off the screen and I can't see it there. Okay, my eyesight and what it used to be when I'm now 4T. Okay, now I can read it the right way. So, out of all the things you could have legitimately said about my dad, is that the route you wanted to take. You chose to be deliberately mean and hurtful to two black women who have nothing to do with this conversation. Using my mama and my sister to show people my father's character only shows how little mental stability, dignity, morality, and respect you have, not only for yourself, but other black women. You're clearly 2 crayons short of the full boxes. You're disgusting, and you absolutely need to keep every single member of my family's name out of your mouth, out of your poisonous mouth. Not because you can do us harm, because you can't, but because you are adding to the historical and systematic disrespect and trauma of other black women who you claim to love. And for what? A check? You're bringing up trauma for a concert lineup discrepancy. All you've done is proven that you have no moral compass. Nothing is too far in your quest to prove a point. And I'm blessed that my parents raised children who have no idea how you could possibly go this far. The Hughleys, we are the Hughleys. We are going to have a good ass day and be blessed. We are healed. We are whole, and we love each other fiercely and deeply. You can continue you can continue to live in that scorched earth kingdom of yours. Get some help, man. For real. Oh, and if you want to have the conversation in person, I'll happily give you the address. Okay. So that was the daughter, not the one who she says something happened to, but the oldest daughter of the family defending the family. Okay, now Monique replied to that, saying, "Hey, young sister. Thank you for the invitation for discussion. We would like to take you up on it because it could be very healing for our community. Have DL Hughley set up a time for you and your family and my husband and I to come on his show, and we will go from there. I love us for real." Okay, so again, Monique, in my opinion, has been on complete bullshit in one way or the other. Okay, because it's weird because y'all know her lie that she did. She kept telling people how she would not call DL, that if any conversation would happen, he would have to call her. And to respond back to his daughter as if you want to fix something was one thing. Okay, so after Monique posted this in response to DL's daughter, she then posted this on her social media about DL. Okay, this is today.
And then let's face it, he called them hoes, nappy-headed hoes, and they weren't hoes. But it was some nappy-headed women on that team. Shut up, I'm gonna say it, I don't give a damn, y'all like it or not, it's true. Them are some of the ugliest women I ever seen in my whole life. You kidding me?
Thank you, good night, everybody. Ross here, thank you.
So, the post she made on her IG today, which says, "Tell me what part of what he said was funny. This is classic DL Hughley, cruel for no reason. The only thing that I ask some black women is how do you protect a black man who not only won't protect you, but he'll recklessly attack you too." She tagged DL and she put, "I love us for real." Okay. So after she told the man daughter, "I want to have a conversation. This can hopefully help something," she then went and put it right. And Jaylen had been off the air since 2009. Now, I remember the controversy of it was a white broadcaster on a basketball game speaking negatively about the players. He called them nappy-headed hoes. Okay, I remember that going on, and it was a couple years ago. And this was DL, of course, on the Jay Leno show, cracking a joke about that. It ain't funny. Okay, some folks laugh, some folks may laugh, whatever. Okay, but I kind of want to bring to your attention because at this point, see, this is why I was earlier. I called my mom. I'm like, "Mom," and I was also talking to the girls in our chat. Me, by me, Niecy, and Jamie. And I'm like, I feel like Monique is making it to where this is going to be a black issue. She wants the black women. She wants us to make her issue our issue. And I'm like, it makes me feel like she wants us. She's forcing people to defend DL because she's making her issue our issue, and that ain't what it should be. And when one comedian bring up a joke that some folk would not find funny, whereas some other folk will find it funny, you're now making it think about, okay, so comedians can't crack jokes that are that are inappropriate. I've heard people say things way worse than this. So I was aggravated because I felt like, as a comedian, how can you make this be a horrible thing when I've heard other folks say worse? And again, my issue has still been she's making her personal issue our issue by saying black women. How can we protect him? And no one's trying to protect him. No one's trying to protect DL Hughley. I want to make that clear. No one's trying to protect him. Our point is, you have a personal situation with this man that you're making a public outcry for black women to hate him because you want us in your fight. And it ain't our fight, ma'am. It just isn't. It just isn't. And Corey Holcomb, I won't even play his stuff because I'm like, damn. He was, look, Corey Holcomb was for sure going in on Monique saying she not funny, she ain't this, she ain't that. Like, it was bad. It was bad. And she won't address that at all. And that's someone who came at you directly. You know what I'm saying? Directly. That you saw, you heard it. Okay. So because I want to be fair, I don't want to be biased. I don't want to put up a clip of Monique showing DL saying something that some folks could find offensive, and some folks may not find offensive. So I went and said, if I can find any, commentary or any comedy of Monique where she could have said something that someone did not find funny. So again, let's replay DL's part where she said, you can't be out here supporting people who speak negatively about things, okay?
And then let's face it, he called them hoes, nappy-headed hoes, and they weren't hoes. But it was some nappy-headed women on that team. Shut up, I'm gonna say it, I don't give a damn, y'all like it or not, it's true. Them are some of the ugliest women I ever seen in my whole life. You kidding me?
Thank you. Good night, everybody. Ross here. Thank you.
So I found a clip of Monique in her comedy show. Now this is back around the Queen of Comedy time. Okay. Now it's like 2 minutes long. I want y'all to listen to her comedy.
I'm worried about these skinny bitches looking at you. Fuck these skinny bitches. Fuck your anorexic, bulimic motherfuckers. Fuck you, skinny. Woo, shit. Big women, handle your shit. Handle your shit. Walk with your motherfucking head held high. Fuck these skinny bitches. You know what, big women, I'm gonna tell you something too. It makes me feel good to see big girls together. That's how the fuck it's supposed to be. We should only hang with each other. Big women, you can't hang with a skinny bitch. You can't let her be your friend, because she will try to fuck with your self-esteem, try to hurt your motherfucking feelings, try to make you do shit she know you can't do.
Now, I want to bring light to this because as a plus-size woman, I've been plus-size my whole life, my best friend, Karla, happened to be a skinny woman. You know what I'm saying? Karla is very much so body, okay? And I don't feel at all that I can't be friends with a woman who's smaller than me. I don't feel like they ever, make me feel any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But, she's saying, fuck them skinny bitches. So should skinny bitches be upset? Should black skinny bitches be upset? I'm confused. I don't want anyone teasing my best friend. That's my best friend, Karla Pace, who happens to be smarter than me. But let's keep listening.
Black women don't give a fuck.
Okay, and now black women, now we don't give no fucks. Okay?
We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about, we don't give a fuck. Girl, you going to work tomorrow? Girl, fuck that job. How your kids doing? Girl, fuck them kids, yeah. Now see, I'm gonna tell you something, sisters. By us not giving a fuck, that's why we always lonely and single by our goddamn self. And see, sisters, we can learn from our white sisters. We can learn from our white sisters, because I'm gonna tell you something. See, a white girl knows how to keep a nice house, her fancy car, and her pretty clothes, because a white woman knows when to shut the fuck up. She knows when that argument has come to a motherfucking end, she gonna just keep her motherfucking mouth shut and just do her shit. Not our black ass. We don't give a fuck about that house or them goddamn cars or them clothes. We gonna get the last word on your ass. We don't give a fuck. Love us. But see, I'm gonna tell you something, black women. We gotta start taking care of our brothers. Y'all fuck around and keep buying into all these people's bullshit about being independent. I don't need no man. Fuck what you heard. Every black woman in here tonight needs a black man by her side to make it. You can't make it no other way. And for you crazy bitches sitting out there talking about, I'm independent, that's why you're here by your motherfucking self. And you brought your own independent ticket, you stupid bitch. Y'all worried about...
I mean, I had to be fair. Monique brought up a video of DL saying something about black women's hair. I brought up a video of her talking about women who are skinny, black, white, or indifferent. Her telling us black women to learn from white women who keep a clean house and a clean car and all this, as if we don't have that as well. Also her saying to people, don't be independent. You need a man. You can't do life without a man. So all I'm saying is, in her comedy, she's also said something about people who could be offensive. And I'm going to just say this right now. I left out the part where she was using the F word against gay people. I just left that word out when she was speaking about if you just wanted to, kiss your man's ass, how he would keep saying that's F stuff. That's F stuff. That's F stuff. I left that be. And I'm not trying to expose Monique. All I'm saying is what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Both DL and Monique and other comedians have said crazy, horrible, rude things where some folks find it funny and some folks find it defensive. I'm just trying to draw the correlation to be fair. Because y'all don't want me to be biased. So to only play a clip that is offensive from DL would have been biased. So I found one on Monique as well. Okay, so we have that. Now, what I did figure out, okay, as I was piecing together that post about Monique that I was gonna go laugh about later. Oh, him like, hey, did you see that DL posted a response to I said, what, where? And he did. Okay, DL had posted before that he will respond later on. Well, later on was today. And on his radio show, DL made a whole response to Monique, and let's get into it uninterrupted. I'll let y'all watch the whole thing, and I won't say shit.
I know that I said that I had done all I could here about this whole Monique situation, but over the weekend, her and her husband released a video where I was doing an interview and I detailed my daughter's sexual trauma. Monique has taken that video and perverted it for her own uses. She's decided to add her own narrative. I will only say this, and I'm answering this now in response to a request from my daughter, who, of course, over the weekend was crying, of course, having her trauma, tried it out in front of the world in a situation she had nothing to do with, that doesn't have anything to do with a contract, would be traumatizing to anybody, particularly when it's from somebody who claims to love us for real. But she proceeded to talk about how I let a man touch my child, which nothing could be further from the truth. They were both 13 years old. They were friends that had grown up together. She told me about it years later, and when she told me about it, and this is something I lament to this day, denied that I said, well, that's what kids do. Now, that was my estimation of it. It was not her interpretation of it. She was hurt by that. And I will never forgive myself for not, A, believing her, and B, handling it the way I did. But for Monique, A, to put a man in that room, which never happened, and B, to bring up sexual trauma in an argument that has nothing to do with what you're talking about, is unconscionable. My daughter Tyler addressed it. My daughter Ryan addressed it with her in a letter. And the thing that I was most proud about in the letter is not only that she held her head high because she's supposed to. The other thing is she said there are legitimate things you could have gone after my father about, because my children know exactly who I am. They know that I'm not perfect. They know that I'm flawed. And none of them would have a problem with you assailing things that are really true. But you and your husband putting a man in my daughter's room, and that is not what I said, and weaponizing it and using in a trite argument shows exactly how low you are. You are a monster. You literally are. You didn't play Precious. You didn't play Precious's mother. You let her out. You stopped pretending to be human, and you won a role for being you won a Oscar for being exactly who you are. Who says they love women and are there for women and protect the babies and would trot out someone's sexual trauma just to use in an argument? I don't know anything about you. I know that what happened to you when you were a child, what happened to you when you were growing up, those things are traumatic to you, and I would never bring them up. Never. It would never occur to me to do it, because that's not where I live. That's not what I do. You have had this argument or this show be about everything. It was about a contract. It was not. It was about an insult on the radio station, on my radio station. The question never aired. You know it never aired. And you continue to have this. And then you have the temerity to answer my daughter's letter with an invitation to come on my show. I will never let you on my show. Never. You will never talk to my children. I will never have anything to do with me. You do not exist. Maybe leaving my children out of your mouth will leave you room for the food you love so much. Look, you can continue to do whatever you want to me. That is fair game. I'm in this business. For you and your husband to continue to do things like this, you have already, first it was a contract. You've attacked everything. The dog, my wife, now my children. Enough. You do not exist to us. You don't get to break my family. You don't get to do that. I don't know if you ever had a man who loved you as much as I love my children. I don't know if you've ever had anybody who's standing in your stead, because the man next to you damn sure ain't doing it. All he's doing is wrecking what's left of the rubble of a career that you're pretending to build, trying to build back. Leave my children alone. Stay with me and we're fine. You're a horrible woman. You love women like Ike loves Tina. Now that girl over there, well, I shouldn't call you a girl, this woman over here, you know one thing for sure. I love you. And I'd never let it. And I'm your daddy for real. And you don't have to pay me for it. One day I hope that you're happy and you can stop being such a miserable, low human being. Maybe one day you will get to be as small as you often act.
Well, did y'all like it the first time? Because we're going to rewatch it because I have comments. I have comments that read. Okay, I let y'all hear it the first time on your own. And yes, this came out today. This was from his radio show today. Okay? From the radio show is what he replied to Monique. Okay? Now, folks have been complaining, you be talking all through it. So this time, I'll let y'all hear it the first time without me saying shit. But let's rewatch. Because I think people don't realize when I kept saying Monique was running with shit. And because all we had was a little clip of him just saying, my daughter told me something happened to her and I did not believe it. That's all that was said. But DL said, but bitch, when you think you know something and you don't know nothing, let me let you know what you don't know and not how you look even more foolish than before. And I'll say this. Some people do not like DL for many reasons. That's fine. I think DL is also fine with the fact that some folks don't like him for one reason or the other. However, his point is, leave it on me. Leave it on me. That's and I'm going to kind of use an example. When I review shows, when I review anything, I have made it a point to never go after how someone looks physically, because some things people can't control, and that I only go after someone's looks if they've had surgery to fix some shit that didn't need fixing and they change their body, their face. That's up for grabs. But everyone has to have a limit to what you don't do. And I do think when you fussing with an adult, leave it to that adult. Don't bring it to the children. You know what I'm saying? Now let's re-listen. Okay, well, this time with some commentary from myself. Okay.
So I know that I said that I'd done all I could here about this whole Monique situation, but over the weekend, her and her husband released a video.
So yeah, Monique and Daddy's son. Okay, Monique and Daddy's son had a whole other live. Now y'all know the first live she did was about an hour, okay, and then the second live that she did was also about an hour. And then people were saying that they felt like Monique probably went live a second time. My keyboard is offline. She went live the second time because the first time people did not my trackpad. People did not get the attention. She did not get the attention that she wanted the first time, so that's why she did it the second time. I said, well, that could be true. That could absolutely be true. I don't know. Okay, but let's keep listening.
Where I was doing the interview and I detailed my daughter's sexual trauma. Monique has taken that video and perverted it for her own uses. She's decided to add her own narrative. I will only say this, and I'm answering this now in response to a request from my daughter, who, of course, over the weekend was crying, of course, having her trauma, tried it out in front of the world.
So again, he's saying that his daughter, who was the victim, had a hard time having all of this come up, because when Monique brought it up, and let me go to Monique's page to pull up, because I don't have the video of him talking, but I believe she still has it up on her page. So I do want to play that for y'all real quick, but I'm gonna have to mute myself so there's no echo. I just want y'all to have a correlation between what Monique posted and insinuated and what DL is saying now. Okay, so let me just share my screen with y'all so y'all can hear what he's talking about when he said Monique said something and that ain't really true. Okay, let's we go in here. Hold on, because I don't want the echo. Okay.
He's powerful enough to make that up.
So now you don't think so you're telling this story now.
I told it then. I told it on time. No, this is not. No, this is.
You told the story.
Oh yeah, I swear to God.
Yeah.
See, people only hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Like I had known this for a long time and said it a long time ago. I remember I was on Tom Joyner's show. He's the one that got me my radio show, and I was on his show, and I told him, "Don't talk about Mr. Cosby." They have this idea, like you can be, like I said, you can be profane, you can be profound, he's a lot of is. He's a humorist.
Yeah.
He's a benevolent. He's a humorist. He's a humanitarian, and he's a rapist. That's the way that you could be all them.
To be all those.
Man, I lived next door to a dude, man. He took me to the free clinic. He told me about life. And he also was raping his daughter the whole time and went to jail. So it's to me, he's always gonna be the dude who did everybody's do it. How come when people do stuff like this, they're always above reproach, nobody ever believes them, and then it's always a lot of victims. And it's always and the reason it hits home to me is because my youngest daughter said something happened to her, and because it was somebody I like, I didn't believe her. And I'll never get that back. She'll never. I'm supposed to protect her, and I'll never get that back. That she told her father something, and he didn't do nothing about it.
So that is what Monique brought up and was saying that DL said something. DL never said it was a friend of his. What he said was two different stories. He said, I lived next door to someone who I thought was a great guy. Turns out he was messing with his own daughter, and then that person went to jail. That was one story. He separately said that his daughter told him about something that happened to her, and he did not believe it because it was someone he liked. But he never said who the person was. He never gave any other detail besides what y'all just saw. That's all that was out about it. Okay, but let's get back into DL's laugh and my commentary.
A situation she had nothing to do with that doesn't.
But let me wind so we can get back to what he was saying on time, okay?
A situation she had nothing to do with that doesn't have anything to do with a contract would be traumatizing to anybody, particularly when it's from somebody who claims to love us for real. But she proceeded to talk about how I let a man touch my child, which nothing could be further from the truth. They were both 13 years old.
So again, both his daughter and the person who did something to his daughter were the same age. And as a victim, Monique should be aware that a person does not have to be a different age for it to be trauma of that magnitude at all. So his point is she insinuated things to make me look even worse. He was telling two separate stories while trying to elaborate on how people were supporting Cosby of the bill of the Cosby. He was giving examples of that. I knew someone who I lived next to who I thought was great, but it was a monster based on what that man did with his daughter. Separate situation, my daughter told me about something that happened to her, and I did not believe it based on me liking somebody, but he never went into any detail. He was talking about two different things. But sometimes people, I always say, sometimes people don't fully listen and they confuse two different stories. And that's what Monique did. But she not only confused two different stories, she ran with a narrative, pushed that narrative out, and then made people feel like his daughter was violated by a friend of her father's. But as he's saying, no, it was my daughter, and they were both 13 when it happened. But let's keep listening.
They were friends that had grown up together. She told me about it years later, and when she told me about it, and this is something I lament to this day, denied that I said, well,
that's what kids do. Now, that was my estimation of it. It was not her interpretation of it. She was hurt by that. And I will never forgive myself for not A, believing her, and B, handling it the way I did. But for Monique, A, to put a man in that room.
So again, he addressed it. I want, because I wasn't listening, I was looking at the post. I want to replay that of him saying, my daughter told me something, and my reply was, that's what kids do. And I can recall people, I've heard people say before, oh, y'all kissing cousins. Or, yeah, y'all used to play around, play out when y'all was younger. And so it shows how he still disregarded what his daughter said to him. However, it's also him saying how he regrets how he handled that situation because of his own ignorance. Okay?
Kids do. Now, that was my...
Let me rewind a little bit more, y'all.
About it. I
want to rewind because I want to get my
from the truth. They were both 13 years old. They were they were friends that had grown up together. She told me about it years later, and when she told me about it, I and this is something I lament to this day, denied that she... I said, well, you know, that's what kids do. Now, that was my estimation of it. It was not her interpretation of it. She was hurt by that. And I will never forgive myself for not A, believing her, and B, handling it the way I did. But for Monique, A, to put a man in that room, which never happened, and B, to bring up sexual trauma in an argument that has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
And that has been my issue with Monique this whole time. Everything that she attached to the reason she went on stage and said what she said about him. Because I'm saying anybody can be offended by whatever, but I'm like, the way she went about it is what everyone does not like. Again, the fact that he had to come on here and explain in detail what happened with his daughter, and even that little bit of detail is wrong, because he is now bringing up his daughter's situation. But as he said earlier, his daughter told him it was okay to come and, speak on it. But that does not mean that over the weekend, when all this was happening, she wasn't hurt. And now she has to allow her father to defend her because Monique brought her into the equation. Because let's be clear, I saw folks saying, well, DL was the one who first spoke on the daughter. He brought that up in a separate conversation for a separate reason. It had nothing at all to do with Monique, what to do with Black women, to do with equality, nothing. It was him holding himself accountable for a fucking mistake he made. So for folks who really feel like Monique wasn't wrong for doing that, and they want to say, oh, well, DL brought it up, it's apples and oranges. Monique brought it up in a way to get people on her side, to make people feel like he's a horrible human being who allowed his daughter to be violated because he wanted to be friends with somebody, and he didn't want to lose a friendship, and that wasn't what happened. But that's what she allowed us to think, because she wanted her fight to be our fight. So when folks be like, I can't believe you don't believe Monique. I can't believe you ain't on Monique's side. Bullshit. Wrong is wrong. Period. And he's explained it in full. Monique took an interview, he said, and confused two different scenarios, two different stories. He never said that the person who did it was his friend. He said separately, I knew someone who I thought was a good person, but was doing horrible things in their household. That was one whole other story. And then separately, he spoke on what his daughter told him and how he did not believe her. He never in that interview gave any other detail besides that. That is why Monique put up that post on her page to confuse folk. That's why I have been the one attempting to bring some humor into the situation, or also explain what's going on. Because y'all being hoodwinked and bamboozled by, I love you, my babies. Hey, my sweet baby. You're being confused with Monique, who's selling wolf tickets to a sheep show. And she's the wolf and we the sheep. When anyone wants you to believe their narrative in order to gaslight you to be upset about something that did not happen, that is chaos. That's an agent of chaos. I was prime queen, and daddy's son intentionally tried to confuse folk or were too lazy and upset and mad to really look into what's going on. Because again, anyone who has legitimate issues with DL, that's fine. As he said, come at me all you want. Monique included his daughter in the coming for him. You should never be able to bring someone's child up to say what kind of person they are, when, as we know, DL as an adult has done fucked up shit that's all about himself. That's my issue with Monique. That's what I can't get behind. I can't, because I've said before, I am a survivor of sexual assault and also molestation when I was a kid. That my mom never knew when I was a kid that a relative was doing things and touching me. My mom never knew. I was too young to know what it was, and once I realized it and I was older, I was scared to tell because I did not want to hurt my mom's feelings. Because in hindsight, parents who had no idea will then feel like it's their fault. But when I told my mom as an adult, oh, she was pissed. And she always believed me. However, some people have to get, you still don't include kids' trauma in your shit. So I'm speaking as a person who also lived through it. I would never bring up anyone else's situation. Ever. I also don't mind speaking on my own things because I've grown from it, I've healed from it, and you have to be able to speak your own truth and not try to hurt anyone else with it. That's why I can get pissed off at Monique. However, even if I had not went through that, even my common sense tell me to not pull out anybody else's trauma. You don't do that. That ain't what people do. It's not. It's also why I always say people have to live through things in order to give advice on how to handle things later on in life. Monique tried to speak from a point of, I went through this as a child. I was a victim, so y'all should always feel where I'm coming from because of what I endured. I've endured things as well. Don't mean I ain't shit. I ain't perfect now. I ain't perfect. But again, Monique is full of shit for how she handled this situation. Not that she was her and Tyler Perry, not that stuff, but no. This. She handled this shit horribly. Horribly. And people really be out here jumping on her back to support her. And I'm looking like, y'all the ones that look dumb. Because she gaslit us. She tried to make it be a black issue, a woman issue, a survivor issue, a don't support black male comedians issue. And all the things she tried to do was gaslighting tactics to make us support the bullshit. Okay? But let's keep listening to DL. Okay?
It's unconscionable. My daughter Tyler addressed it. My daughter Ryan addressed it with her in a letter. And the thing that I was most proud about in the letter is not only that she held her head high because she's supposed to. The other thing is she said there are legitimate things you could have gone after my father about because my children know exactly who I am. They know that I'm not perfect. They know that I'm flawed. And none of them would have a problem with you assailing things that are really true. But you and your husband.
People aren't holding Bill accountable. Not holding him accountable for what? In this situation, what are we holding Bill accountable for? What should he be held accountable for? What sense does that make? Out of all the shit I just said, what are we holding him accountable for? That man went on a live interview and held himself accountable for not believing his daughter. That was him holding himself accountable. He doesn't have to protect, he does not have to report to Monique for shit. He not married to Monique. He not working with Monique. She don't need him for shit. What does he need to be held accountable for? And we are only speaking on this situation. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm confused. I'm confused. What are we holding him accountable for? If my are in here, get the little the naked or whatever person out of here. I think it is a it's people in here. I should probably cut on the I don't want to cut on the subscriber only check. I hate, making folks have to subscribe. Is any mods in here tonight? Let me scroll and see. Because I don't know if any mods are in right now. I see Tracy. Okay, Tracy's in here. Okay. I think my mom may be too. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, I don't get what anybody want him to be held accountable for. I'm confused. Just like Monique, they don't know what he right. No one is the weirdest shit to say that. It's like, what did you talking about? Okay, DL did not fuck up her contract. DL did not aid the segment she was did not aid the segment she was mad at. DL daughter ain't got nothing to do with Monique. What did he do? What did he do? Okay, but let's keep listening. I want to get all my points across.
Putting a man in my daughter's room, and that is not what I said, and weaponizing it and using in a trite argument shows exactly how low you are. You are a monster. You literally are. You didn't play Precious. You didn't play Precious's mother. You let her out.
And what I felt like he meant from that was, in that movie, she was a hateful, spiteful agent of chaos. She was someone making her own child's life miserable. She was willing to do whatever to just keep the man in her life. And she was accepting just whatever he was dishing out. And I think that's what he meant by, you are Precious's mama in real life.
You stopped pretending to be human, and you won a role for being you won a Grammy Oscar for being exactly who you are. Who says they love women and are there for women and protect the babies and would trot out someone's sexual trauma just to use in an argument? I don't know anything about you. I know that what happened to you when you were a child, what happened to you when you were growing up, those things are traumatic to you, and I would never bring them up.
And that says something else about who he is in this situation. Hence me saying in this situation, because I can't stand up for that man in anything except what I'm paying attention to now. Let me make sure I can block somebody who just said some dumbass shit. I don't even like DL, but he's counting this very well. He is. Because he could have easily went at her for what she's been through in life. But he did not. Blue Whiskers. I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. Miles, you're okay. I see Trace already got his ass. Let me make something perfectly clear. And y'all know usually I try my best to not always be out here reading, folks. I'm trying my best to, mind my business and leave people alone. I can be a monster if you push me to be one. But you Monique trolls ain't gonna come around here and wreak havoc. Not in my corner. Y'all can have several seats, and I don't give a fuck about blocking y'all. Okay? There's a difference between somebody having a difference of opinion and someone trying to come at me. So I know other folks could have said shit in the chat that I didn't see. So I want to address it this one time. Okay? Because it would not be tolerated around here. Fuck you. You get me? Okay? Don't do it. You don't want it with me. Not my sweet babies. Okay? Because I was prom queen. Can kiss my ass just like you can. Okay? So miss me with the bullshit. Okay? People really sitting around here trying to defend Monique and ain't even listening to what I'm saying. Because y'all dumb. And I don't mean all y'all. I mean people like Blue Whiskers who telling me I'm a monster. Anyone who here to support Monique, that's fine. I don't mind anyone having their own opinions on this situation. What you will not ever do is disrespect me in my motherfucking house. Understand me? Because I do love us for real. I really do. And I allow everyone's opinion to be heard. But y'all can't be around here supporting Monique and not realizing she's leading y'all down a dummy hole. Not a rabbit hole or a bunny hole or a money hole or a glory hole. Down a dummy hole. Because y'all are not even listening to people saying she's fooling y'all, selling y'all wolf tickets and sheep tickets, and she's the wolf and you the sheep. Because when you stand behind a cause that is literally built upon lies for attention, that's a dummy. If you want to support Monique, let her know when she's doing wrong and let her know when she's going about things the wrong way. The real monster is the folks who don't want to correct her to be better. So that's her, that's daddy's son, and whoever else is not telling her, you on bullshit, Monique. Don't do it. Okay? However, let's keep listening because I love it for real.
Never. It would never occur to me to do it. Because that's not where I live. That's not what I do. You have had this argument or this show be about everything. It was about a contract. It was not. It was about an insult on the radio station, on my radio station. The question never aired. You know it never aired. And you continue to have this. And then you have the temerity to answer my daughter's letter with an invitation to come on my show. I will never let you on my show. Never.
And he never should. He really, really never should. And I like them pointing out how each time her reason for why she said what she said on stage, it changed. It went from on the stage, it was about he took my spot. He took my hair on the spot. He was acting like a bitch. It went from that to years ago, the whole joke thing or the question at the interview that he wasn't at. It then went to, over the years, he said, had all these things to say about me in interviews. How we seen a full-fledged Corey Holcomb interview where he completely went off on Monique and she refused to respond to him saying, that's just what Corey does. So if y'all don't get, she going at this man for no real reason, honestly, besides her own personal issue. And she keep dog whistling saying, my black women, my black men, my ladies, my abuse victims, my survivors. Look at reasons to be mad at him because I'm mad at him. Let me pull up old clips of jokes he said, even though I've said fucked up shit too. Thank you, Keisha, for the super chat. Telling me, honey, look, people, I try my best to not fully read the comments to never get myself caught off guard and go off like I just did. But, every once in a while, I catch a glimpse. And I go off. But I really prefer that my chat section, the chat, is a positive place where people can have differences of opinions, but be respectful. I've said time and time again, no one has to agree with me. I welcome different, opinions. But thank you, my love.
I will never talk to my children. I will never have anything to do with me. You do not exist. Maybe leaving my children out of your mouth will leave you room for the food you love so much.
Not calling her fat. Not telling her for the food that she loves. So look. He called her fat and greedy. But I feel like each time DL has came, because DL has technically only did two, responses, two real responses to Monique, and each time he's able to read her in a way that does not include a lot of foul language, and it also does not include him really disrespecting her, just kind of holding her ass accountable. Thank you, Paul Martinez, for the super sticker. Okay, thank you very much. But yeah, it's a thing to where you have to do that. Also, hey, Shell, well, DL and his daughter spoke publicly in a intelligence matter, and he is a major king of comedy for that, and that's a fact. Okay, please believe that around here. And that's what I want folks to get, because if you only go by what she posting on social media, she's tricking you. She's tricking you. She's also selling wolf tickets. And what are wolf tickets to her next coming show? Okay, to the next show.
Look, you can continue to do whatever you want to me. That is fair game. I'm in this business. For you and your husband to continue to do things like this, you have already, first it was a contract. You've attacked everything. The dog, my wife, now my children. Enough. You do not exist to us. You don't get to break my family. You don't get to do that. I don't know if you ever had a man who loved you as much as I love my children.
Ooh. You don't know if she's ever had a man love her the way he loves his children. That speaks volumes. Because of the trauma that Monique has went through over her life, she may not have. Because she could be too broken. Because some people who survive abuse never are fully healed. And sometimes we put up with bullshit. And sometimes we don't even realize that we are our own worst enemy. And Monique in this moment is being her worst enemy. Honestly, truthfully, she is. And I like the fact that he's just responding to her in the most intelligent way, like, just reading her for filth. And it's a good thing for her saying that, him saying that you will never speak to me or my kids. I will not allow you to break my family. And the reason I think that's important is because some little girls who feel like their fathers did not protect them will hold on to that. And when someone brings up what your father did not do, it causes turmoil. Because as a victim, Monique is also aware of how things come back up. Your feathers get ruffled again. And you sometimes fall back into that trauma, and you fall back into hurt, into pain. And I feel like him saying you will not break my family was his way of saying you brought up something that could have caused discourse between me and my child. Because that's true. Because we know for a fact, even in regular family situations, if you and your sibling or parents or aunt, uncle, whatever, if y'all have argued about something, got over it, and if someone brings that back up and then the argument keeps going again, it then causes a rift. I told my bio father, a couple weeks ago, we used to always argue because he wanted to bring up old shit and I wasn't having it. And Monique is aware when you bring up old shit, you can fuss about it. You know what I'm saying? You can fuss about that shit. And it causes more strife. In life, we all know that. So Monique dead ass knew if I bring it up, they could get into an argument. So him saying you would not break my family means you would not bring up something, make me another villain to my children, and make us fuss, and you cause discourse in my own family. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Just explaining what he's saying, in my opinion.
I don't know if you've ever had anybody who's standing in your stead, because the man next to you damn sure ain't doing it. All he's doing is wrecking what's left of the rubble of a career that you're pretending to build, trying to build back.
Daddy's son is definitely out here ruining Monique's career. Before she was blackballed, even currently, I think people still love Monique. We still love, I was prime queen. We still loved her. And now Daddy's son out here ruining that shit. And the reason I say he's ruining it is because I feel like a part of it is him encouraging her to go down this road. Anyone who sees you going down a dangerous road and doesn't say, you know what, maybe stop. Maybe don't keep doing this, because no one can stop someone sometimes dead in their tracks. But once you see where it's leading to, you can try to steer them away from going down that path even more. And we see that he's consistently sitting right next to her, You can like Monique. Look, anyone around here can love Monique. No one is saying you can't like that lady. But liking someone should also include holding them accountable. That goes for myself, for DL, for Monique, for whoever, your pastor, your sisters, your brothers, everyone. And Daddy's son is for sure not helping his queen. And Monique is allowing her king, they son king, to just keep going and keep spiraling. And that's what's crazy. In my opinion.
Leave my children alone. Stay with me and we're fine. You're a horrible woman. You love women like Ike loves Tina.
Ooh. Because Ike loved Tina. Ike also was a possessive, abusive, toxic, train wreck monster. But would tell Tina how much he loved her. Would tell Tina, if you die, bitch, if you die, I'm going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because Monique consistently says she loves us. But I don't need Monique to love me more than she loves herself. I don't need Monique fighting my battles if she can't fix her own. I don't want Monique loving me more than she realizes that the true tea is you the one that needs to heal me. You know?
Now that girl over there, well, I shouldn't call you a girl, this woman over here, you know one thing for sure. I love you. And I'd never let it. And I'm your daddy for real. And you don't have to pay me for it.
Because she paid Daddy's son. Please believe, as manager, Daddy's son getting paid. And we would hope that Daddy's son would say, hey, wife, I love you. I love you for real. And I want us to be able to not have a 13 to 14 year fight like the last one. Because we know Monique brought up how, I was fighting for that for all them years. I never wavered. Who wants to have a 13-year fight solely because you can't come to an understanding with somebody? People don't get within disagreements. There does not have to be conflict. There has to be compassion and compromise. Period. But some folk don't want to do that because some people believe it's either right or wrong. There's in some cases there are middle grounds. This is one of them. I would never want to have a full-on 13-year feud about anything because I would not want to hold on to shit for 13 years. We have to make healing and moving on and moving through normal. Everything does not have to be a fight. Some things need to be a fight. Don't get me wrong. We need to learn when to fight and when to let go. When to know, okay, that happened. It was what it was. I don't like so-and-so. I don't like that situation. I'm going to leave that be. I told y'all all the time, I don't fall out with folk these days. I don't fall out with people. I don't have arguments or fights because I do not allow people in my space to bring the kind of energy. Once I see how somebody rock, I move to the left and keep on moving because you have to protect your own peace. And when Dio said in the last recording he did, how he kept saying no because he felt like he shouldn't do it based on things he's heard. And he then agreed to do the show. And now look what happened. Chaos and turmoil.
One day, I hope that you're happy and you can stop being such a miserable, low human being. Maybe one day you will get to be as small as you often act.
And that was a read from DL. I see the comment section is going crazy. Damn, can you play more than 2 seconds and start commenting? No. You want to know why, my love? Because it's my fucking channel. But I love us for real. And if you don't know by now, I guess you gonna know tonight how I do things. This is a commentary channel. If you want to hear the video of what DL said uninterrupted, please, by all means, find the channel and look at it there. Okay? Because around here, we have conversations about things. I give my opinion on things. People also do that in the chat too. Okay, so I think you may not know, but damn, can you play more than 2 seconds? Start commenting? No. Matter of fact, I already did. You must be late. I did the first time. Okay. You know, when new folks come to the corner, they don't know shit. And I'm going to have them just keep ignoring them. Okay. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope we had a great time. Okay. And let me just address. Okay. I need to go because these people are, look, I want y'all, excuse me. This is what I want to suggest that everybody recognize. In the chat, there will be assholes. I've come to see that. And by assholes, I do not mean in no shape, way, or form do I mean that anyone who has a difference of opinion, but the difference of opinion, you know, is those people who are assholes. No, not at all. The ones who are assholes are people who feel the need to come around here and then just be stupid. So now I would have to have one subscriber on the chat. Because usually folks who subscribe have some sense a little bit, and people who do not know how to respectfully disagree does not belong here. Okay? Okay? Thanks to Els. You can hate DL and also realize that Monique is wrong as fuck. We need to hold our fellow Black women accountable when wrong. Period. Points blank. Period. And if we can't have these conversations, then that's fucked up. I love having conversations. The reason why most of my live things, or I try to post up so we can talk, is because I love conversations. Period. So folks who come here to be in the comment section only to be rude to other people, you don't belong here. You don't even go here. We're trying to hold both DL and Monique accountable, which is why we're only speaking about what situation we have going on today. Period. I want everyone to get why we come around here for these live watch-alongs, commentary. It's what it is. That's why we are here. Now, the last thing I want to play, Monique was on our channel, a little on her channel, on her page, and she was speaking about, you know, her therapy. And I did not download the video, so we're gonna watch it as if it's still up. Okay, it's still up. It's a few minutes long, but I just want to show y'all how she tries to play like she's trying to get some healing done. Okay. Thank you for your new subscriber. Y'all let me know the rules. I don't fuck up. I don't really on my head. Look, the only rule here is to enjoy yourself, to be respectful. You do not have to agree with me or even fellow JayBirds. You really don't. I just ask for everyone to be respectful. That's it. I'm fully about love, life, and positivity. That is my motto. You know what I'm saying? This is a fun place. My comment section is a fun vibe. Okay, we want good vibes all around. Okay, right. They sick of me. But better be sick of me. And it's fine. But I want everyone to know, look, there are not many rude besides don't be around here being rude to folk. And being rude does not mean disagreeing, but it's how you address someone you're disagreeing with. No one here is stupid. I say that sometimes. I'm sorry. I don't mean to y'all, okay? But, you know, we just try to be respectful to one another. And that's it. Disagree all you want, but just be respectful in that, and sometimes know when to stop going back and forth, because at that point you're arguing a moot point. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to do that. This is actually lipstick. This is Fenty. I know folks always ask. I'm always wearing Fenty Beauty. Okay, I'm always wearing Fenty Beauty Stunner Lip Paint. This is what I always wear. I have other colors, but I just don't. I always put on red because it's right here. However, can you say it louder, please? I'm a recent subby. I commented on your Love and Marriage in a positive banner, and I wasn't so tough for no reason, but someone else came through, got her together. Yeah, some folk, look, I can't fully control my comment, the chat, because you know what I'm saying. So, and I try not to make things subscriber based, because I do not want anyone subscriber to me only to a comment. I want true blue subscribers who really want to watch my content. But I want y'all to also get, sometimes when someone is being on bullshit and talking bullshit, ignore them, because eventually the mods will see it and they'll block them. And mods, all my mods, I'm telling y'all now, the minute y'all see someone out here talking reckless and being disrespectful, like name calling and stuff, first put them in timeout. And if they keep doing it, block them. That's the new rule. Because I don't want any JayBird here feeling like they can't, speak what they want to speak. We're not going to do that. So mods, y'all now have the power. Because Sasha Simmons around here is new. Okay? And I don't want anyone feeling like they're being attacked in the comment section. So when y'all see things and someone is like if someone is out here calling someone out of their name, by all means, I want you to first put them in timeout, because it could have been a mistake. That's that warning. You get one warning and then you're done. And you cannot comment anymore. Period. I want folks, we come here because there's too much bullshit going on in the world. This is a fun place to have real conversations. Just saying. Okay. Thank you to Katia, a kid's girl. I am horrible with names. Okay. I promise y'all I can read, but sometimes I'm not people name be pronounced different. I don't be knowing. Is it Katia? It could be Kita. I don't know. Thank you for taking the time to look at everything. I hadn't seen some of these clips. That's what I love about the channel. You're always through. Look, I was supposed to be live earlier for a full gossip chat, but I'm like, I need to look into things more. And I like to make sure I have the most information. So that way, if you're going to sit here for 2 hours, you're going to sit here 2 hours, have good conversation, get a lot of information or whatever. And I like to get shit from the horse's mouth. If I can find proof of what I'm saying, I'll have it. I will have it. Tomorrow, I'll be live for a full gossip chat sometime. Probably around 3 or 4. So that will be with Nene shit and Amanda Seal stuff. So that all that is tomorrow. But I will have full stuff for y'all. But thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, it is appreciated. Bama Girl, hey Bama Girl, thank you so much. Hey Jaylee, you always do a great job. Please look up the latest response to Corey. Oh, where? Did she? I'll look it up. And if I can find it, I'll include it tomorrow in the gossip chat. She said she don't have a problem with Corey. She and their son know who the fuck it was. Yeah, I seen that on the live they did maybe 2 days ago. Excuse me, because someone asked in her live, "What do you want to say about Corey?" And they said, "Oh, that's the Corey dude. We're not gonna find it." And I was like, "Man, because he read her, and I saw the clip of what Corey said, and because I felt it was too disrespectful, I didn't want to play it on my channel." But I seen it, and it's pronounced Kitaja. See, I'm still Kitaja is what I read. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, so I did see that. Yeah, John Gray needs to be checked. DM me whatever John Gray did, because I ain't seen it yet. Okay. Any topics y'all want me to discuss, just send it to me DM on JayLeesCorner IG. But I want to play the last clip I'm gonna share. So I'm gonna mute myself. So it's gonna be a full thing of her talking. She was walking and talking, and I feel like it was just her way of kind of a little bit still gaslighting folks to believe she's just, hey, my sweet babies. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see. Oh, Keita. Okay. See, I get Keita. I have a cousin named Keita. Okay, see, I get that Keita. Cool, got it. But let's get into what Monique as was out here walking and talking about how she feels like the stage is her therapy. I want to share this one last thing for y'all because I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, you a Monique hater and blah, 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 blah. Okay, but I'm going to mute myself so there's no echo, and we shall see in 1 second. Okay?
My sweet babies. Hey, my sweet baby. I'm here right now, and you don't want to be one of my sweet babies? Guess what you are? My sweet baby, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I want to talk to my sweet babies in our community this beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. While me and my baby girl out here getting this melanin, getting this sun, getting this vitamin D. Oh, I want to talk to my sweet babies this morning. Listen, my loves, be unafraid to stand in what you know is true. Be unwavering, be unflinching, even when it looks like folks is turning their back on you. You got to be okay with that. You've got to be okay with that. And now I'm talking to all my sweet babies all over the world, honey. Y'all know I sat in something for 13 years, unflinching, unwavering, because I knew what I was standing in. And then as y'all saw, after 13 years, how it worked its way out and how a beautiful king fixed the situation. So be unwavering, especially when you know this is pure and this is pure. Regardless as to what people might say, you've got to be strong enough to stand in it. So for all of you sweet babies out there, when I tell y'all, I love us for real. I love this community for real, my babies. And when I'm on this IG, it's Instagram, and I can talk directly to y'all, and it goes everywhere. However, when I'm on that stage, let me stop. Hammer time. When I'm on that stage, move over some baby girl. When I'm on that stage, that's my stage performance. That's my entertainment time. And I am an entertainer. So it is my job to entertain. So when I'm on here, I respect the little babies that might click on. I respect our elders that may click on. I respect our community. See, y'all see me doing like this because cars coming and I don't want nobody to, hit my baby bumper, right? They might want to pull up to a bumper. Now we can go on back. Hey, when I'm on that stage, that is where I get to have my therapy sessions. See, when I'm on that stage, I say what I would say on the couch in the therapy session. So June 18th, June 18th, baby, I want y'all to come to the Duke Energy Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, to my therapy session. Because that stage allows me a freedom to make sure I don't have stress, to make sure there's no depression, to make sure there's no sadness. Now, some of y'all might not like the delivery, but I'm okay with that too. So June 18th, oh baby, June 18th, when y'all get this special, now I'm gonna ask y'all not to record my shit, but I don't have no control over when they press record and I'm on that stage. So June 18th at the Duke Energy Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, my sweet babies, y'all will understand exactly what I'm saying. Because June 18th, y'all know I use spicy words. June 18th, y'all know I use spicy words. June 18th, I use spicy words. I love us so much, babies, that backing down ain't in me. I love us so much that I want to make sure I honor all the sisters that came before me and left having to deal with the inequalities, having to deal with the disrespect, having to deal with all of the foolishness that can come along with being a Black woman. Unflinching, baby, unwavering. So for you beautiful sisters out there that might be in your feelings with me right now, I love you so much that even as you in your feelings, I'ma still hold on to you. And y'all know I got bad hugs. When I lock in, I lock in. Because I love y'all for real, my babies. So June 18th, come on, get some of this love. Come on, get some of this real love. Come on, get some of this real love. Come on, get some of this real love. Because I'm ready to give it. I'm ready to give it. What the MX say? X gonna give it to you. We're gonna have a good time that night. Because Monique wanna share with you. That's all I wanna do. I wanna share with you because I love you. So me and baby girl gonna continue this walk. I said, baby girl, I said, film me before I get sweaty. You know, because we out here doing it. We out here doing it.
Okay.
June 18th, Duke Energy Center. Where it's gonna go up. They say down. It's gonna go up. Baby girl, what's happening? It's gonna go up, not down. We're gonna take it up, not down. I love you, my sweet babies. And y'all are my sweet babies. Did you see that? Yeah.
So yeah, okay. I just wanted to show y'all how, in my opinion, people can use the nicest words. We can also use, a soft tone to make folks believe we have the best intentions. You know what I'm saying? And I also believe how someone mentioned in the chat that Monique is completely using this also for promotion, but she should. So I always say you need to capitalize off of whatever is garnering your attention at that point in time. But I do feel like, at the same time, not all attention is good attention. So that's gonna be a catch-22. So I also feel like the show that you're gonna have next month, people are going to 100% record it. And when they do, and if I find the footage, we're gonna watch it, okay? Because I do wonder what her stand-up would be at this point. I do wonder, does she have a set already planned? Does she already have her jokes? Or will she base it off of what is going on right now? So I just wonder. I also see DL is also post on his social media how he has shows coming up as well. I think the difference is his post on his IG kind of doesn't mention the Monique stuff, and a bit of it feel like, well, hey, I'm going through this with this person. I love y'all for real. So come to my next show because I'm going to speak about it more there. I'll get more in depth there. So I feel like she's probably just out here just using and abusing this situation to where she thinks that would help her sell tickets is what I feel like is going on. So other than that, I feel like, that's today's, review of season 1, episode 6 of The Real Comedians of the 2000s. Okay, I told y'all at the beginning, this is a full reality show. So that's how I look at it. So that's how I will report on it. And I do hope Monique does not respond to DL on social media. I hope that if she responds to that man, let her do that on stage. Let her respond to that man all she wants on stage, okay? But if she so happens to respond to that man on social media, or if his daughter, or if Daddy's son, or if Corey Holcomb, or whoever, whatever, is a continuation of season 1 of the real comedians of the 2000s. Whatever the next saga is, we will come around here. Now, because this is episode 6, you know, it could be the season finale. I don't know. Okay. But child, it was a lot. Okay. I want y'all to again, I will be live tomorrow for a gossip chat about a whole bunch of things or whatever. That will be tomorrow afternoon. I will still be reviewing Housewives of Atlanta. Today's episode of Basketball Wives and Couples Retreat. I'll probably do that as a threesome. One video with 3 things. That may be what I do tomorrow too as well. But come on back tomorrow, okay, for a gossip chat to see what it is. Look, this place, as I said, this is a live watch along, a live chit chat. I hope y'all have fun. Thank you, Lisa Edwards, for the Cash App. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Because again, I want to thank everybody for any Cash Apps, any super chats, any super stickers. I thank you all for that. Thank you to everyone who has become a member. You know, even to being a member is helping me as well. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, all of these things is welcome. Thank you. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Okay, the whole time today and tomorrow and whenever. Okay. I'm happy y'all are loving me these live chats. Okay. I'm happy talking to y'all. It's a conversation between everybody. Okay. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay. Do that. Do not forget to I forgot. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and also on Twitter. You can also like this video, subscribe to my channel, share the video, okay, and all of that. Like. Okay, until tomorrow, y'all. Have a good night. Be kind to whoever, but if you have to, cuss a motherfucker out. Okay, but do it being blessed. Okay, I love you all. I gotta go. Peace.